Если ты базаришь, то тогда я не слышу голос, и не слышу голос ваших улиц. Да, все, что позабыли, надо повторить по новой наши голоса. Если ты базаришь, то тогда я не слышу голос, и не слышу голос.
Кстати, если тебе вдруг захочется приобрести какой-нибудь другой скинпак, то обязательно заходи на сайт valorant.sale. Здесь ты всегда найдешь по самым выгодным ценам самые крутые скины. Так, например, вот я нашел целую коллекцию драконье пламя в виде вандала и множество других замечательных скинов. Заходи на сайт valorant.sale по ссылке в описании и приобретай топовые скины.
Where Gambit look to make the recovery. Remember, the winner of this series will be qualified for Masters Berlin. A lot on the line as we get into the pistol.
Yeah, this map is the best map for Gambit. This is one that they've lost once since February and one that they play regularly. A 41-4 record, absolutely absurd, but they are up against cned, and he's already managed to find a couple of heads to at least kick things off. They've got a lot of space though, already deep control in towards B, but there's actually no one there for the defense. They just don't know that yet, and the spike actually still has to cross, but sheydos gets the timing perfect.
He will have spotted cned there, at least on the mini-map as well. So that is huge information to play with. They now want to push into B, knowing there's only one player here, and they've already got this control. Pushing up, now they've even seen the flank, so they should know this side is completely clear. That's why they're clearing the backside with a knife out. Normally, sheydos would probably have his gun in hand. So now the problem for ascend is getting back in here, Tom. They don't really have a lot to play with, because as they go in, look at this. All three players are on the backside, and well, it's going to be hard to take those duels. That's nasty, man.
Yeah, you almost have to jump into the angle, which is just not a fight you're really going to win. The only thing that's there, maybe some shock darts can be thrown into the back corner to try and force them out of position. They now know exactly where every single member of this squad is, and you know what? cned's already got his third kill of the round. It's starting to get a bit dangerous, but Redgar is there. The problem is, at this stage, they almost have to run through mid because they don't have the time to actually go all the way back around, which just means they're going to have to face straight into Bone Cold, and he still has his paranoia in mind. He's not going to use it, though. In fact, he just gets traded out almost instantly. It leaves cned on his own, and with the operator here, it could actually be a bit of a problem of him being overwhelmed. In fact, he misses the first shot. Luckily, Killers is alongside him, and the second flick is lightning fast. Nats will get two, but he should be dead as he attempts to plant this. Almost needs to go for the kills, and he runs out of bullets as he goes spraying into the head of starxo.
There's not a ton of data on them over the last 2 months, but that game versus G2 really did not look good. And with Gambit feeling so comfortable here, they're definitely not going to be scared about, losing that one round to the rifles of Ascend. And already the answer has been there as they stop the mid aggression, they stop the A push. They only lose one man for it.
Everyone hiding.
Yeah, the worry for me with this comp is that you're playing into a team hyper aggressively. You have to, because you don't really have the sentinels to lock down sites. And you're playing against a team that loves to play slow D40 rounds where they wait for people to push. So it's almost like you're trying to beat Gambit at the game they want to play. Now, Ascend definitely have the players to do that. Unfortunately, thus far, it's not exactly going great. Killers goes down very early. cned now basically has to kill everyone. He is going to manage to catch Defo as he flies above and fall back to the site at least, but 4 players potentially pushing onto him, he would need to pull off a miracle.
Paranoia just got used to pull him off the angle if he was still peeking long. They're trying to flank. The bullets aren't connecting. cned is going to go through the smoke and take Nats down. He's back out for more. 3 kills on the board for cned, and a round that looked certain to be in the hands of Gambit when the timer ticked away now is contested. cned even has the ultimate to play with. No updrafts or dashes, which is going to be a little bit hampering. He's getting a heal up. The wall is broken. They know both players are up above. At least they should do. Those slows landing, stopping sheydos from really repositioning the recon to slow them down that little bit as cned takes the operator back out. He clears the angle. A 4th kill. The ace not quite going to be there because starxo comes in at the final hour and a little thumbs up from cned. And Tom, their chances aren't great, but if that Bladestorm can find the first fight, and it may well do, cned is going out on middle. The blades don't land, but cned's shot does. God, he's so damn good.
I feel like if there's ever agent bans, Jett is going to be instant anytime anyone ever plays Ascend. Like, you're not even going to care what the map is. Even if it's one where he might not play it, like Bind, you still might just ban it just for the sake of it, because you don't want this happening to you. just styling on players that are moving at the speed of sound. But like the whole problem we have with the knives is like, yeah, players can actually run and basically sprint at full speed, and they're absolutely fine. Like,
Well, you don't need a sentinel when you've got mid like this, I guess. And this is a default from Gambit. They're slowing it down. They're not looking to get over aggressive, and a wallbang headshot connects to Zeke. Starxo falls mid. Might be in Ascend's favor, but the rest of the map is undoubtedly Gambit's, as they now have the option to, well, walk into the A site for free, and that's going to prompt Ascend to make some sort of a play. They have to make a move.
Try and bait in some shots from Redgar. He still gets the kill. That was the point of that move from cned, was to try and bait in the peak, and well, Redgar gets the kills anyway. This might just have to be a save for killers.
But the
Bringing this
spike's
operator. Okay, never mind.
Redgar, they're still going to end up, and unfortunately it's Redgar that ends up with the Spectre. They nearly lose a player. cned is staying aggressive, and he's got one through the smoke. Caught on the way back though. Defo picks up a double, now on the site, really trying to hunt down Zeke, who's just on 1 HP. 2, but, you know, close enough. HP in the 2s, Tom. This is Ascend having a pretty tough time to retake on this one. The res almost online for Starxo, though, Tom. If he can just manage to find a kill, these numbers could equalize up, well, swing in their favor very quickly.
Oh, the spam through. It has to get him eventually. The 3 players assisting and sheydos in the backline.
The painting that we were making of Starxo, maybe being able to get that res of it's so difficult. He's not going to get a res this round either, Tom. He's just being domed by Defos, evidently starting to pick up a lot of confidence. So we talked about this guy's role in this team. Go forward, try to find some openings. Or you're taking the 50-50s, oftentimes disadvantageous fights by dashing forward. Oh, Killis wants to get up on that, but he can't get anything done. They now know that Zeke is up close too, so swinging on that would basically be suicide. He might just go for it anyways. Looks like Zeke is keen to take a duel. cned elsewhere, picks up a frag, steps her towards the B site. They know that this is going to be a B hit at this point. The cage behind Zeke won't actually cover him. He's still up close, and they didn't suspect it. A double for Zeke, and into 3. Tom, you read out the statistics earlier on this map, and it is frankly ridiculous how good they are at Ascend.
Yeah, they have a 91% win rate over 45 maps. Like, it doesn't get much better than that. Killers, though. Oh, this is what we want to see from the Reyna. The double kill actually coming in off the back of the Hunter's Fury, and well, this round is done.
On 5-7, they won the second half on their defense 8-1. It was dominant. That can fill you with a little bit more faith, but we want to see that kind of 7-5, 6-6 scoreline, and it's not looking too likely as the kills just keep on going Ascend's way. Oh, I love this play! It's an anime fight in Spawn! Dashes, updrafts, and knives, but it's cned that falls. Defo with a spectacular push, and Chronicle does well to extend this into, well, not an advantage per se, but with the control that they have, perhaps it is. The B side about to be crunched in on Killes, late to the fight coming in on that A rotate, but you've still got Bone Cold and Zeke holding down this site. Ready and waiting, Defo quickly eliminates one, dashes to site to support his teammate, who's already made quick work of Zeke. The plant in, Killes has to clutch.
Spike planted.
A single kill here, and well, that Empress becomes ever more deadly. The ability to turn invisible, to disappear to your opponent's eye, and he's a little bit wary of the flank behind. There is that first kill. Now he can look to try and clear out, get a little bit of extra information. Now you do have the knives available for Defo and an operator as well. Not gonna get anything more. The Empress actually faded as well, so he's not gonna have that advantage anymore. The tags getting Defo ever low. It comes down to the 1 versus 1. The classic can do it, but it's the right click from the knives.
When you're up against an operator, sometimes it's your best chance. And with that, Gambit have secured their 5 rounds, their bare minimum already done. They now look to push further and connect an even half of 6-6. But cned, oh, he's looking for some revenge. The knives pulled out for himself, and he misses the ball. Oh no!
This might lull them into a false sense that he doesn't have an operator, but I guess it doesn't matter. Defo won't actually find out until he pushes up. The opener going their way. One of the danger men devastated, but still a whole lot to do. 3 players actually around mid as well. This is a fairly good read coming in from Ascend. They have the knowledge of the likelihood of where they'll push, but it's just the entry fragment with the operator just swinging into angles. Starxo will at least find the trade. He's still alive and kicking. He's got the res available to him as well to bring this back into a 4v4. In the meantime, though, the B site now being pressured as well.
Oh, Chronicle's already out. They walk right into him, but Zeke, Odin in hand, is shredding them. Defo left alone on 50 HP. A hero he has certainly been. Has to reload that operator and find 2 more kills. 30 seconds on the clock. Spike down shot. Not quite going to get the kill for him here. He's down to the Bulldog. He's running out of ammo. The pistol comes out to break the door. And the operator... Oh, he connected that shot.
That everybody wants to witness at this point, but they still have to get through Gambit. And that is not an easy task. Killers, though, this might be where he's able to thrive. Moving on to that attacking side, that entry fragger roll, just looking to run straight through all the utility. Closing the door. Redgar actually gets a kill there, and Chronicle finds another. That's not bad for Gambit.
Especially after Killa has found the opening and healed up to 150 health. He had a massive buff going in for that fight, but met way too many players and utility along his way. Bone Cold, second thought about jumping up. Looks like a more passive stance is going to be taken. The wall about to be broken. starxo ready to punish any who step close, and the right click deals with them. Perfect positioning. Nats above. Looking to sneak out as a distraction is made by sheydos, but there's so many players here. They have the manpower to watch it. It doesn't matter. Nats gets it done. Smoke down. Players behind it. Nats with another, and it leaves it all onto Bone Cold, who's quickly dealt with. That is a gorgeous retake in Gambit on the defensive side that we saw ascend have to go for multiple times. This time around, Gambit are very slow. But it's Defo tucked up in the corner with that rifle, who's about to take the opening fight, and he wins it easily.
And the best thing about it is he can just get out of there. No problems at all. 35 seconds up and coming on the clock, and they look like they're about to push into what is Nats' setup. And now he has the support of that rifle. We're going to see the initial leers going through, trying to deny some space. They know that Nats is here, or should have a decent idea, but the crossfire of him and Redgar have actually managed to hold on. He's lurking within the smokes that Jett has thrown down, and finally we start to see trades come in. It's Bone Cold waking up to the table, and the res is going to turn this round on his head.
Time is so low, though. That plant has to be found. And if they have any way of delaying it, that would stop the round here and now. It looks like it goes comfortably down, and the flank up by starxo finishes it. Okay. Let's see what you've got to send. 3. No. I don't want to see anyone saying Cosmic Divide in there. We saw some good usage yesterday. I like it. Little does he know.
I don't know. I think it's Viper's Pit when you use it.
No, listen, Tom. We want to bring ourselves into it. That's just fine. The wall's about to go up. Look, these guys have got a nice angle on the site. sheydos needs to be ready for it, and that he is. Even catching them on the TP to site. Spike down. They know it's commitment, and sheydos keeps on fragging. 3 on the board, leaving cned to do it alone. 1 versus 3. He fake plants, but nobody bites. They are playing this nice and passive. They're giving him the space, and hey, you know what? We'll retake as a 3, man. That's no problem. He's tagged up. He's trapped on the backside, and they are rushing him down. Defo. His armor stripped away. Most of all, though, it's fear. You hear that rumble of the Odin. You do not want to push B main, but it looks like ascend have a different interpretation. They're inviting themselves in, and
he got both.
Collapse them. Well, that is put an end to the sneaky play in B main. Looks like Zeke is waiting here for an angle, but sheydos takes him, and again, where someone brings up the flag. Dirk is not from CIS. Gonna be raging later. cned. He's actually got him. The rivalry between himself and Defo reddened in this round in his favor. Ascend have lost Killes, and Redgar makes this so costly. starxo, cned, and even Bone Cold. Redgar's looking for the ace, and it's only Zeke to stop him. A devastating blow to this ascend side as a clutch is needed, but he might just be on for it. Chronicle drop shotting with an Odin is what separates Gambit from ascend here. Oh no, that's... You have to do him like that. cned's in. He's right buddy hopping into sight. There's a confidence on this guy. Give him a pistol, and he's a madman. Bone Cold, starxo already down. Redgar's dropping down for more, farming up that very valuable ultimate. As Nats, well, he'll try to deal with cned. Oh, God, there was a second where I got very, very scared. It's already over, so you know it just means that they're, I guess, guaranteed to have. Wow. I didn't expect combat that early in the round, Tom, I'll be honest, and cned has once again hit a shot before I've even registered that he's seen someone, including with X-Ray. That's nasty.
Still only going to be a trade, though.
He wants the
Lost
res.
killers. Been having a pretty rough time. Yeah, they want to try and get the res through. Definitely help if they can bring him back. In fact, they're going to use the paranoia to try and hold on to this control. They don't want to allow for it. cned, well, it seems, has forced them away. Instead, they re-aggress some more. They res one player and they lose another straight back.
You have to wonder at this point, you know, his Bone Cold kind of in his own head. It can be really tough if you start to get into that downward spiral. A lot of presence made outside the A side. They're walking back. This is the plan. A slow play into B site. They've got their res up. They've evened the numbers, and Zeke is seeing it's completely open. This could be very dangerous. Chronicle with the Odin up close. He peeks, and he's already pre-aiming it. What a disgusting shot as Zeke falls. He presumes they're already on the site. The TP coming in confirms it, but starxo shuts him down. That's the spike on its way into the site. Redgar has managed to TP up back. He's hearing the steps. He knows they're close, but they know he's here. It doesn't seem to matter. He still manages to connect onto starxo, and the numbers remain even. Oh, nice shot by cned, but the knives aren't able to connect afterwards. It's damage, and it's scaring sheydos. He's waiting for his buddy, his teammate, to come on in. The cam not quite getting cned out of the way, but knives still to play with. An aggressive playstyle is expected. He switched up to the right side, and the collateral to close out.
He's looking to fight, looking to brawl. Now, they are going into what is a lot of the utility. Now, there's always a cam above. This is the thing you have to check when you're up against Nats. He's just waiting and watching. He knows the players are coming through. The tag there as well. Even though he's paranoid, he can still find the kill, but doesn't actually get anything. Defo, though, has already managed to pick off one. The Hunter's Fury will surely find another. It's looking like the beginning of the end. 5 versus 3 as they need to fight this back.
The push through the smoke by Zeke, it was a glimmer of hope, but Chronicle is quick to shut it down, and Killez is revealed by, I think, every piece of utility. 13-10. Gambit, they will stay alive here in the upper semi-final. They will keep fighting for that spot in Berlin as we move on to map 3 in just a few moments. Well, Tom, that has been a really good map from Ascend, I have to say.